Hello, Gary Hernandez here, and welcome to King Self-Defense and Master Gary Hernandez. In this video, I want to cover a topic I did a little while back, and that's basically when I'm walking down the street and I see somebody coming toward me, and I feel a little uncomfortable with that individual, and I'm kind of worried that they may go for my cane or my cane arm because they know I can use this as a self-defense tool. Well, let's just say I'm strolling down the street and I have that gut feeling something's wrong with this individual. So we're going to go over several different things we can do. Now, we're going to do this in two different formats. One of them is going to be when we have a wide enough area, whether we're outside or maybe in a very big area like a mall or in any kind of structure that's large where I have plenty of room to move. And then the second part we're going to do is basically if we're in a tighter area, a hallway, corridors, more confined space. Now, if I'm outside or in a big mall or something, I got somebody walking toward me, I don't want to come off with that creepy look at them and all of a sudden I stop and I'm staring at them because this person may just be minding their own business, strolling. So now I'm giving them that creepy look, so now I kind of look kind of weird. And I don't want to, get them all suspicious looking at me. So one of the things I can do if I'm strolling, and I stay there kind of in the middle, and I have a lot of space, well, I can simply take a wide berth and give them plenty of room. So if they do come charging at me, then I can fight. And even if we're in an area that's even larger, we're outside, and I see them coming, I can literally turn before I even get near them and stroll in a different direction. I can even turn around and start walking back the way I came and then go down a different area to make sure I'm away from them. I can, whether it's on my right or my left, I could get a nice wide berth, walk away and give them plenty of room, and I don't really have to sweat it. Now let's say I'm in a tighter space. I could be outside though. I could be walking along a plaza, so I got the building on one side and I got vehicles on the other, and that person's coming up a sidewalk on that plaza. So we're gonna be a little bit tighter. Or let's just say we're inside of a building and we're walking down a corridor. Well, now if I see them coming, I feel there's that feeling, yes, I can turn around and go back the way I came. Or if I'm in a plaza, I can dip into a store, or I can go between some vehicles and change my direction. So obviously I can do that as well. But let's say right now I have to pass this individual and we're kind of in a tight spot. So if they're kind of in the middle or more toward the left, or I'm sorry, my left, which was their right, I can simply keep the cane in my right hand as I pass them, even though it might be a little closer, but I've got distance. They would have to reach for it and I can move around and then I can strike. But let's say they happen to be a little bit more toward their left, my right, and that wall's over here. So I'm gonna have to pass them on my left. So as they're coming, I can always change my cane up, put it in the other hand. So again, if they do have to come toward me or do something, I have distance to move around and I can strike. But let's say I have to have the cane in my right arm because I have to have it on that side. Especially if I'm moving. I might be able to stand still, but let's say I'm moving and I still need to move forward. Well, one of the things you can do is that happens as you're walking, you can kind of turn a little bit and just kind of either stop and allow this individual to pass to you, or you can kind of look around and just, now granted this may look a little suspicious on your part, because all of a sudden as you got closer, you kind of turned and you automatically showed you're a little concerned in a way because the way you may have stopped, but you are keeping your cane away from them. One of the things you can do if you feel that's coming up, you can pull your phone out, kind of step to one side, allowing them to pass, act like you're checking an email or something, but you're still keeping an eye on that individual. Something comes up, you can move around, you can strike. So you can do that as well. And that's simply, you're still keeping this cane away from this individual. You're going up against the wall maybe, allowing them to pass. Something does happen. You want to move so you're not trapped on that wall which means you may have to move this way, may have to move in, or may have to move behind them. But still, you're keeping that arm and that cane away from the individual until they pass you. And then you can go about your merry way. So to recap that real quick, if I have the open space, give a wide berth, whether it's to my right side or whether it's to my left side. Give them plenty of room. B, I can turn and go down a different direction before I even get to them. I can even turn around and go away from them and then down a different direction. Again, if we're in a tight corridor, staying to the one side, keeping them away as I'm passing, kind of keeping my eye on them, strolling. Going to the next one, inside tight corridor again, I can swap it over and just simply be ready on this side. Or if I do need my cane, like I said earlier, I can stop, pull out my cell phone, act like I'm getting ready to make a call or text, and allow this person to pass me. And keeping them away from my arm, where my cane is, or my cane, so I have the ability to move with it. So take these, practice them, do it in your right, do it in your left. Always work, being able to move around, turn. And as I always say, make them yours. And just make sure that you can move smoothly. Again, if you can't put that cane in the other arm for any reason, shift your body. So hopefully these techniques help. Gary Hernandez, thank you. And I will see you guys very soon.